Come on! Hey, Shot!
Come on! No!
Don't worry about it. Keep shooting that.
Watch outside! Yo! Hey, right there! That's all you! Ball! Front him!
Way to grab it.
Oh,
Stop ball. Stop ball.
Hey, heads up!
Downstream.
Who's watching here?
Here we go. Get a good look. Good look.
Good board!
Come on, hey, right here. Strong play. Hey,
Who got it? Turn around!
Yep. Close.
Shot.
Good board.
Come on, dude!
Here we go.
Hey, shoot that! Shot! Taking that when you see it.
Watch that shooter. Hey, turn around.
Lane!
Here we go.
Who's watching him?
Come on. Box him out.
Hey, who got it?
Shooter. Go.
Get there!
Turn around.
Someone get him! Pressure him up! Go! Come on, man!
Who got ball?
I got ball.
Who's
Set
got
up.
ball?
Set it up.
Yo, Patrick!
Yeah, baby. Oh, get some. Right there.
All right, fellas, we gonna lock down Dwight all game long. Let's show him what we're made of. He ain't got nothing on us. You feel me? Let's go, baby, let's go.
And that tells us all we need to know about their priority going into this fight. Rockets here at home in this Western Conference matchup 5 here in Houston. Welcome to the Tuesday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Love going again with the Dallas Stars Conference. Presented by State Farm.
You could see with the presence he had as soon as he became a starter that Jeremy Lin could be a leader for this team. You know, he's an underdog story for sure, but he doesn't view himself that way. He's a confident, aggressive, attacking type player.
He just doesn't give up on anything, including his shot, Steve. I like the way he plays, how hard and hungry he plays. And he's also humble, so he's a 3H guy. Hard, hungry, and humble. And that'll serve him well going forward.
Good game here will get this road trip started confidently for the Lakers. They've come out very strong. Their early season play has been excellent.
Seeing where the Lakers are, they've been holding their own to start the season. This is a team that is worthy of keeping an eye on. A solid start. They could maintain this momentum for a while.
Well, we know they're a playoff contender. You know, that's something that was easily predictable. The question is, what steps can they take to improve a little bit more to get to the point where they can become a true championship contender? Well, it was an eventful season for Pau Gasol a year ago. Almost got traded before the season started for Chris Paul. The NBA rescinded the deal, and Pau then went on to play for the Lakers the remainder of the season, but did not make the All-Star team. Well, you have to play him tough. He's just too good.
The Lakers off to a slow start. 6-point game. They come into this one having outplayed the Magic last game.
And there's no question what the overriding factor was in that game, Clark. It was the big edge they had on the glass.
Well, the level of energy they had in the win, Steve, was what impressed me. I mean, it was lacking on the other side and really showed through the rebounding numbers.
Going back to foul last season, it wasn't just the one trade that
from the jump we was
all
vibing.
season long. Kobe Clark came out and said, you know, either trade him or don't trade him, but don't keep putting his name out there because it's
From the jump we was
I
vibing.
think it weird on everybody, but obviously Clark it weird on.
Yeah, it did. It had to, man. That's tough. It's hard not to have it wear on you a bit. The Lakers weren't getting a ton of production outside of their big three. And, you know, sometimes in a situation like that, it can make sense to trade one of your very good players. But the fact that they were undecided and it didn't happen, didn't do anybody.
From the jump we was vibing.
Rebounded by Howard. For the Houston Rockets, they won their last contest in that game against Utah Jazz.
From the jump we was vibing. City lights, flash hearts colliding. Late nights we hustling, dreaming so grand. You're my queen, baby girl, you know where we stand. Counting on blessings.
And no question, you look at his assist totals. I mean, they tell you what a nice job he was doing of really spreading that ball around.
Rockets have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter.
Well, Houston had an interesting season a year ago, Kevin, because remember they made that trade for Pau Gasol before the season started that was rescinded by the NBA. And then Kevin McHale, who was the first-year coach for the Rockets, he had to mend fences with the guys who were supposed to be involved in that deal. And he obviously did a nice job because the Rockets went on to have an excellent season.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Well, Kevin McHale had a few moments for me. They won their initial meeting with the Lakers this year, and Coach feels good about the way his team played in that game. He said they have a lot of weapons, but we know that they are all older than most teams. If we can wear them down over the course of the game, we'll be in a good position to get another win. Clearly, he's looking to tire them out, guys.
All right, Doris. Houston making some changes. Marcus Morris comes in for Jawan Johnson. And it's Lamb in there for Kevin Martin. Neto World Peace, he's checked in for the Lakers. Barnes comes in for Antoine Jamison. 6 on the shot clock. Lakers passing it around. Here's World Peace. It's good. This game is all even. World Peace has got his first 3 points of the game. And Houston for so long has had so many great centers, Steve. We're talking about that, you know, post players from Akeem Olajuwon to Yao Ming. They still seem, though, Clark, to be looking for that big man.
Well, the most important thing, Kevin, is that under Kevin McHale, the new coach, they can keep getting better as a team while they try to find that big man to bring in. This is, to me, what keeps this team fun to watch.
Well, great length and skill for Gasol, guys. People forget he's one of the best post scorers in the game. A little underrated, if that's possible. He can finish with either hand, great footwork. He can score on the block. He can face you up and knock down a jump shot. To me, he's the most skilled big man in the game right now.
And Steve, you talk about the skill level. It's vision for a big guy. Really unique and special. Whether on the high post or low post, he does an excellent job finding his teammates for hoops.
Lakers have gotten 6 of 11 shots to go down so far. Pretty nice shooting. Up top, Kobe. He had 31 points in the win against Orlando.
Yeah, they couldn't stop him. I mean, they kept sending him to the line over and over again because, you know, when you can't stop a guy, you got to foul him. That's what they did.
They get the rebound. There's Red Hot. Takes a 3. It's stolen by Hill. And now running up the court, pushing it all the way. And they will get the basket here, folks, as they rule goaltender.
He thought he had that one clean, but the ref saw it differently. They'll count the basket.
Yeah, the fans not happy at all with that whistle.
And the fans, as you would expect, not allowing their feelings to be kept on mute. I didn't care for that one.
Looking at who's out there now for the Rockets. Patrick Patterson, he's checked in for Jawan Johnson. Light comes in for Jones. And Delfino is subbed in for Kevin Martin. It's Howard with the drive. It's foul.
All business there, not messing around. One sit, flushed it right to one end.
He never does.
Well, that's kind of his trademark, those slams like that one.
There's Red Hot. Here's the 3. And again, it's the Heat from deep.
What a fantastic performance from long range.
Well, that's been his territory all game, Steve.
And so, lots of scoring in that competitive first quarter. Rockets lead by 2. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back.
You coming out here? Hell yeah!
No better show in town than the Rockets. Come out and join the excitement. Always great to see Red Hot doing what he does best. Make sure to be there. Come fly with us.
Up to this point, a closely contested game as we start the second quarter. And when you consider how the Rockets are doing, Steve, Clark, what are your thoughts?
Boy, a ton of threes in that first quarter. This team really lighting it up, guys.
Yeah, it's been an onslaught from downtown.
Red Hot, he's in at small forward. Lynn at the 1 with Lamb at the 2. Patrick Patterson is out there with Marcus Morris. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets. Outside Kobe, he's on the way.
For the jump, we was
The Rockets pull it in. And playing the Lakers here for the second time.
That was one of those games where everybody has fun because they blew them out. The bench played. Everybody got in on the act. He's as close to impossible to defend as anybody, I think. He can just torch the defense in so many ways.
Let's go down to the sideline and catch up with Doris Burke. Hey, Doris.
Well, guys, I think it's accurate to call the Dwight Howard situation a saga, and it has, at least for the moment, calmed down. A trade to the Los Angeles Lakers has now thrust them squarely into the championship picture. First, the acquisition of star point guard Steve Nash, and now the best center in the league. The tough Western Conference just got tougher. Kevin?
Story of the offseason, no question. Thank you, Doris. And a quick check, the NBA's top rebounder. Dwight Howard.
Now, you can't score if you don't have the ball. Somebody has to do some glass eating. And this guy is one of the premier glass eaters in the league, actually the very best.
Looking at who's out there now for the Rockets. Juwan Johnson's checked in for Patterson. Jones comes in for Marcus Morris. And it's Martin in for Jeremy Lin. Going back to what Steve said, Clark, how about the massive contribution they got from their bench in that win?
Kevin, it was very impressive. There's no denying that. I mean, you wouldn't have known who were the starters and who were the reserves based on the production.
There's Red Hot following the basket by Kobe Bryant. The Rockets again can't hit. Lakers have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Blake dishes to Hill. Cannot hit. The Rockets go the other way with it.
You know, with the Lakers, it's all about winning titles. Anything else is considered
for the jump, we was
They were tested early, though.
Well, it's been back and forth. Really good battle here.
Yeah, real strong battle, guys, and it looks like it may come down to which team has the ball last as far as who wins.
Dishes it to Barnes. Outside, Kobe. It's blocked. Houston in the lead. We're back to that matchup for the Lakers against Kobe's illness. The stomach flu. Artest out with the suspension. Meta World Peace. You know, it got the late regular season suspension with the elbow to the side of the head of James Harden. Steve, they were certainly facing their struggles.
Yeah, and those struggles caught up to them in the next round, Kevin, when they lost to the Oklahoma City Thunder. The young... more talented team winning in that one. So for the Lakers, moving forward, they've got a lot of talent, but it's aging talent. And sooner or later, they're going to have to get younger on that roster.
Meeks can't hit.
I'll tell you what, the mid-range shot is not the easiest one to make, but when you've got daylight like he had there, I mean, those are shots you want to make.
Gets it to go.
That's 4 of their last 5 coming from long range. This offense is cooking.
Yeah, it's rolling, really rolling. And defensively, they kept collapsing, leaving them open. So now they're in trouble. They're in a real dilemma now.
You coming out here?
Piece. It's a halt for run. Misses the layup. Rockets leading by 7. To the middle. Here's Martin. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Martin's got his second basket of the night.
Well, one thing you hear about Kevin McHale with the Rockets, he's never afraid to call out his players. He's totally honest with them. And I think they appreciate that. You know, maybe a demanding style of coaching, but when you're honest with their players, I think they'll respect that. And that's exactly what happened with McHale in Houston. It looks like he's finding his touch now because the shots are starting to fall.
Here's Red Hot. The basket good off the assist from Lynn. Lynn's got 5 assists tonight.
To be honest, I'm speechless, and that doesn't happen very often. This may be the best shooting performance I've ever seen.
And Coach McHale, if his players are producing, Steve, even the stars, he'll show them to the bench. He has no problem with it.
No, you know, in Houston last year it was interesting, Kevin. They had so many combinations of players. And I think some of the players actually complained that they weren't getting consistent minutes. But the problem on that team is that nobody stood out. You know, nobody really jumped to the forefront and took over the team. That's why they were about 500 and on the outside of the playoffs at the end.
Nash kicks to Gasol. Fader on the way. Here's Howard. Dashes it down.
Simply said, a tremendous rebound and a tremendous dunk.
And we've reached halftime in this one. Rockets ahead. They lead by 9.
40. The Lakers.
Folks, stick around here at halftime.
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
Thanks for joining us on this Tuesday night. I'm Damon Bruce. The Houston Rockets in front against the Lakers. They look to continue their winning streak. Red Hot not having much difficulty against the Lakers. His field goal percentage through the roof recently, and he is on fire again tonight.
All right, the second half beginning in just a moment. You know, Red Hot has really been making it happen, guys.
Yeah, the points have really come in bunches for him so far, and not really a surprise because you know exactly what he can do.
Well, he's been in the groove all game long, Steve, and not too many hiccups in regards to his shooting, but we also have come to expect this from him, so we're not surprised by it.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. So the Lakers 5 right now. The star-studded backcourt of Nash and Kobe. Gasol at the 4 with Howard in at the 5. And it's Jameson in at the 3 spot. From the sideline, let's catch up with Doris Burke.
Thanks, Kevin. Red Hot in the last game. He ended up with 50 points, and along with what he did on the offensive end, he also played some stellar defense as well. It was a performance for the ages, and one that will have the whole league talking.
All right, Doris, thanks. And confidence, Clark, he showed last game, you know, it was a big-time testament to his ability to be a game changer.
Kevin, absolutely. His teammates and coaches love that kind of game.
Well, he has that kind of potential, and to show it like that in a big-time situation, that was impressive.
Right side, Jameson launches a 3, and the rebound goes to the Rockets. Johnson's got 5 rebounds tonight.
Houston ended up on the outside of the playoff group, and last year it came down to them just not being able to beat their conference counterparts. Had they done that,
Yo, from the jump we was
He feeds it
vibing.
to Jameson.
City lights flash on collide.
Jameson's got 5 points so far. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Here's Red Hot. And the rebound goes to Pau Gasol. Gasol's got his 4th rebound in this one. We started a good conversation there about Houston.
Yo, from
What
the
they
jump
did
we
against
was
the West. They were 23 and 25 and hard to make the play.
He's definitely showing some real sweet dunking skills here.
Are you kidding me? Oh my gosh, what a play.
Yeah, that was spectacular.
Lakers trailed by 13. Goes for the alley-oop. Rebound by Johnson. Johnson's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
Well, you knew that Dwight Howard had his days in Orlando numbered. That was clear. You just didn't know where he would end up. But his move to this team definitely was the big story of the offseason.
Yo, from the jump we was vibing. City lights, flash hearts colliding. Late nights we hustling, dreaming so grand. You're my queen, baby girl.
Yes, sir, that one drops. That's 10 points for Pau Gasol.
Well, getting back to Howard again. Anytime you have a chance to get probably the best center in the league, it's a huge deal, and I think you just go for it. You do whatever it takes to get him. So I think this is a coup. I mean, Howard's had his problems. He had the back issue last year, all the controversy as he tried to get out of Orlando. But in the end, this guy is a monster, the best defensive player in the NBA, and really right in his prime.
Johnson gets the mark. It's Red Hot for 3. A rebound by the Lakers. Gasol's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Playing in New Orleans.
Yo, from the jump we was vibing.
Another game of this 3-game trip.
Yeah, I'll be looking forward to seeing how that New Orleans game turns out for sure.
Rockets leading by 11.
Yo, from the jump we was
That one's good. Red Hot's got 49 points in the game.
What a quarter for him. And with
off the inbound pass. Offensive rebound. There's Red Hot. There's the 3. That's good. And it's a 12-point Rocket lead.
He's doing it all for them right now on the offensive side. No matter what the defense has done, they haven't been able to find an answer to stop him. And he's had an answer for every defense he's seen.
Red Hot in its small forward. Jeremy Lin and Kevin Martin manning the back. Patrick Patterson is out there with Jawan Johnson. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets. And stolen by Nash. Now here comes Nash, leading the break. Here's Kobe. Good, and the assist goes to Nash. And that's now 6 points for Kobe Bryant.
Yeah, when you play against him, Kevin, the first thing you want to address is making it harder on him to go to work down low. If you let him get position inside, it's going to be a long night for you.
And with him, given how well he's playing,
Look at that athletic play. Incredible.
did you see that?
Oh, we got to see that one again, guys. We've got to see that again.
I need a replay. I'm not sure what I just looked at.
Bryant with the rebound.
Typically, he's pretty dependable on those open jump shots.
It's Nash with the drive. Rockets leading by 6. Here's Red Hot. Oh!
Are you kidding me? That was a power punch right there. You know, that's something he's capable of every trip down.
And it's just impossible to get tired of.
Yeah, there's always this excitement, this aura that surrounds him, guys, and the crowd senses it.
Nash gets to Kobe. Pass to Gasol. Can't hit. Good work defensively by Martin. The Rockets have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. Here's Red Hot. Shoots the 3. Tip back in for 2. And the Rockets lead by 10.
And that's a really deft touch right there, guys.
And he just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball.
Really well done.
Yeah, you don't need to catch it and throw that. Oh, man, that was a real
Mark it up. Basically been on him. I mean, he scored most of the points himself.
Lakers trailed by 12. Knocks it loose. Dunk hard with one hand.
impressive play there. They have been really good offensively.
Piling up the points en route to this big lead, guys. I mean, they've been unstoppable.
Lakers have gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth of 9. Gasol with it. Guarded now by Patrick Patterson. Here's Jamison. And the Lakers with another miss. Gets it to go. 14 points for Pau Gasol.
Offensively just hammering away in the paint.
And that's 10 straight points inside, too.
Ridiculous. Pour it down that time. Looking to close this game out strong here.
Yeah, this one will be put away if they can get just a few more buckets. You can put it on ice.
Another miss by Jamison.
He can't find anything out there. His misses really hurt his team.
Yo, from the jump we was vibing.
Well, that's been nice, efficient work, guys, that he's been doing. I mean, we haven't seen him take many bad shots, and that's the sign of a mature, poised player.
Jamison, no luck.
Well, ever since the second half started, he's been ice cold. Very little going his way right now.
Rebounded by Howard.
Boy, just by his body language, Kevin, you can tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Yeah, a little frustrated now, shaking his head after that miss.
Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. Here's Red Hot.
Yo, from the jump we was vibing.
Run some time.
Yeah, I think it's time to get the bus started now, boys.
Here's Jamison. That's good. And it's Kobe with the assist.
Yeah, looks like he's starting to get things going here after that scoreless first half.
And it's Houston's ball. They're on a 15-5 run here. Here's Red Hot. Rebound by Antoine Jamison. Lakers have gone only 6 of 14 to the field in the fourth. Nash kicks to Howard. 14 feet away. There it is. It's Nash picking up the assist.
They could have used this run a while ago. It may not make much difference now.
Yeah, they hit that snooze button a little too much because they showed up late to this game.
Martin. The shot will not go. Nice D by Kobe. The Lakers have gone 7 of 15 from the floor here in the fourth. Right around 46-47% on the wing. And another basket for the Lakers. Here's Red Hot. Shot's good. And the Rockets lead by 14.
And this one's pretty much wrapped up.
And they know it. I mean, took care of business. Chalk it up as a W, Steve.
So we see the Rockets taking the win here. You know, Clark, every team has a bad night. These guys might want to watch the tape of this game the next time they have a bad night to remind themselves how dominant they can be.
Well, this is one of those dream-like games for a coach.
Thanks for tuning in to the NBA 2K Sports. The Clark and Alonzo Steve Endorsement. This is Kevin Hart. We'll see you next time. And now, our Jordan Lakers game.
It's got to be a great feeling setting the team record for points tonight. How does it feel to achieve such an accomplishment?
It's pretty nice. I feel like I was in the zone all night long. My teammates kept getting me the ball, and before I knew it, I was having a crazy game. I didn't even realize I'd broken the team record until now, though. Really cool, especially considering everyone who came before me, man.
Basketball in store for you. We're live at the AT&T Center in San Antonio, Texas, the home of the Spurs, live on 2K Sports, bringing you another edition of the NBA on 2K
Call my feelings out, put you in a red dress. Go get what you want, you might be the best, yeah. Baby, I'm feeling for you, I just want you here by my side. I need some healing from you, girl, you're my ride or die. We're balling hard, no cap, we're flexing tight. You and me
and get closer, Steve, to where they were a season ago.
You know, checking out San Antonio, I mean, they've had a heck of a time of it from day one this season. I mean, it's still way too early to start writing their obituary, but they have struggled.
Well, they have, Clark, and you're right, this season is so long that there's plenty of time to turn things around, but now would be a pretty good time to start.
Yo, from the jump we was vibing.
Kevin Martin.
City lights flash, hearts
Anderson plays
collide.
down low with the Sheik, and it's red hot in at the 3 spot. And for the Spurs, Parker and Manu Ginobili, their backcourt. The big man, Juan Blair and Tim Duncan. And it's Jackson in at the 3 slot.
You know, it's easy to take him for granted because we're so used to seeing him make those kinds of plays. You know, for such a long time, the Spurs were looked to as an annual threat to win it all, especially with Tim Duncan. Last few years, people haven't taken San Antonio seriously, but they still win consistently, night in and night out.
Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Yes, a bit ago, Kevin McHale and I were able to catch up. This is their first meeting with the Spurs, and Coach doesn't want his team to shy away just because of the hardware the Spurs have. He said some of the guys on my team grew up admiring Duncan and Ginobili when they won all their titles. I hope they get over that in a hurry, or they could get schooled while they're stargazing. Guys?
And as always, Doris, thank you. Thinking about the Spurs, a lot of it just seems to be habit for them. Winning has certainly become a habit down in Texas.
Yeah, they have the players to compete, but by no means do they seem overpowering to any other team. Pop is a great coach, Greg Popovich, and gets the most out of them, and that's a big part of it, Kevin.
There's Red Hot. He's coming off an unbelievably high-scoring game.
First miss of the game after 4 makes, so hot start.
Here's Parker.
Yo,
Outside for Jackson. Second shot opportunity. And Blair kicks to Jackson. Buries it from three-point range. Jackson's got 5 now.
He may not be their top three-point option, guys, but you still got to cover him. I mean, you got to defend him.
from the jump we was vibing.
Took him no time at all on that one.
This has all been about him this quarter. I mean, their lead is safe.
Yo, from the jump we
Jeremy
was
Lin, he's so good at driving the lane. Excellent ball handler, crafty finisher inside, stronger than he looks, and really understands angles. That's how he's able to get that shot off in the lane.
It's hauled in by Ginobili.
And a missed opportunity right there.
Definitely, I think he should have converted that one.
Here's Blair, and it's good in the assist by Parker. He's got 5.
Guys, that time he went for the fancy finish for us there, man. That was sweet. And, you know, going back to Jeremy Lin, guys, his ability to finish in the lane is quite unique. I mean, he's really worked to develop his floaters and runners, whether off 1 foot or a jump stop. For a guard, that shot can really be a game changer inside. As a matter of fact, I think every guard needs to have that in his repertoire.
Here's Ginobili, 11 points last game. And the official signaled the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. Well, it was the San Antonio Spurs in their last game, a loss to the Milwaukee Bucks.
And you look at the stat sheet from that night, I mean, the turnovers were just glaring. No way you're going to give up the ball as many times as they did and still win.
Well, not unless you play an even tougher brand of defense and force even more turnovers on the other side. That's the only way you're really going to be able to counteract giving the ball to the opponents at your end.
Well, you look at the Rockets head coach Kevin McHale in just his second full season as an NBA coach. Remember, he spent a couple of years as an interim coach for the Timberwolves when he was a GM. But really did a great job with that Houston club last season.
It's off his foot, and they're saying he kicked the ball. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. It's Parker with the drive. Shot is no good. And Houston the other way now. Their last game a win against the Lakers, looking to carry it into this one.
You know, it's hard to lose a game when you shoot the ball as well as they did in that one.
Yeah, I agree with you, Steve. I mean, shot making can cover over a multitude of sins. The percentage they shot from the floor is one you might talk about an individual player having, not the entire team.
And you mentioned McHale's tenure with Minnesota. 13 years as the general manager of the Timberwolves. Yet Steve unable to really build a consistent winner around the great pick of Kevin Garnett.
Well, they had it going for a while, Kevin, when they had Marbury and Garnett, but then Marbury forced his way out of the trade, and Minnesota had a couple of good seasons after that, but then they really went in the tank, and I think it was a difficult time for McHale, and I think a lot of people questioned whether he'd be a good NBA coach, but to me, it looks like he is a pretty solid one. He's been around the game forever, but he's got a good feel for his players, puts them in a position to succeed.
The Spurs making a switch here. Splitters checked in.
Well, you know, Tony Parker, ever since he entered the league as a young 19-year-old, has been one of the real key
for the jump we was vibing. City lights, flash hearts colliding. Late nights we
checked in for the Rockets. Marcus Morris comes in for Patrick Patterson. And penetration, really the foundation of Tony Parker's offensive game. A lot of blow-bys in there, Steve. He has a great knack of finding room and making it work once he gets in the lane.
Yeah, unbelievably fast. He's got that floating leader. It's so difficult to block in the paint. So to me, that's the key to his offensive game. He can get past you, and he can score in a variety of ways in the paint.
Boris Diaz checked in for the Spurs.
Well, Kevin, in the NBA, you've got lots of shooters, but only so many shot creators, and he's one of them.
Yeah, you love to have a guy like him with the ball shot clock running down and just let him go to work. He is a shot manufacturer late in the game.
For the jump
and the rebound goes to Jackson.
And total domination on the glass by them so far.
Well, the anticipation has been outstanding, exquisite. I mean, it seems like they've got an extra sense as to know where the ball is coming off. They keep going right back to the paint, and who can blame them? I mean, they're getting it done in there.
Yeah, 3 of their last 5 buckets, guys, have come from inside the lane area, so I'd expect them to continue to go inside right at the defense. Well, one of the things that the Rockets did a year ago was they improved their division record, and of course, playing in the Southwest is difficult. So many great teams, but Houston very competitive a year ago.
Yo, from the jump we was vibing.
They grabbed their own miss. Here's Johnson. Second chance effort. It's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And a look now statistically over the last month for the Rockets. First in field goal percentage. First in three-point shooting. And they're also ranked #1 in taking care of the ball. Not many turnovers. They value possessions like no other.
And the shooting
Call my
is really
friends
what
out,
stands
put
out.
you in a red dress. Go get what you want, you might be the best, yeah. Baby, I'm feeling for you, I just want you here by my side. I need some healing from you, girl, you're my ride or die.
Well, you look at Houston's record in the division. It was 6-8. Doesn't really jump out at you in any way, but they were battling in each and every game, and people would tell you there was no quit, Clark, in that team.
There certainly wasn't, and part of what you need to establish is having teams fear you a little bit, being able to intimidate your opponents, especially within the division. Houston might not have topped 500 last year, but teams knew when they faced the Rockets, it wasn't an easy date on the schedule.
A different look now for San Antonio. Duncan comes in for Splitter, and Gurney subbed in for Daniel Green. The Rockets also changing it up. A Sheik is checked in for Juwan Johnson. Patterson in for Marcus Morris. Gets the bucket.
That's all the space he needs, guys. He'll make you pay every time if you give him
Yo, from the jump we was
But they'll get another chance.
continue to barrel their way inside, and when's the defense going to adjust?
Well, I'm asking the same question myself, partner. I mean, that's 8 points out of their last 10 coming inside.
Here's Red Hot. Shoots. Tim Duncan with the rebound. Duncan's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Mills. It's blocked. And it's out of bounds to the Spurs as San Antonio retains possession. Tawan Blair. He's checked in for San Antonio. Corey Joseph comes in for Patrick Mills. Chandler Parsons, he's checked in for the Rockets. Delfino comes in for Lamb.
Not his best quarter. I mean, the shots just haven't fallen for him.
Here's Red Hot. Another shot. He flies to the bucket and lays it in. Red Hot's got 26.
He's a guy that'll take it right into the teeth of the defense. A lot of his points come from inside.
Blair, Patterson defending. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
Shooting from San Antonio.
Yo, from the jump we was vibing. City lights flash our collide.
Pick back in 09. A lot of teams were scared off because of some knee injuries, but Blair has stayed healthy and been very productive for the Spurs.
Manu Ginobili's checked in for the Spurs. Parker comes in for Corey Joseph. Gary Forbes checked in for the Rockets. Now here's Parker. 14 points from him the last game against Milwaukee. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. He dialed that one up from long distance. Red Hot's got 29 in the game.
Since the first tip, he's been red hot from long range. He's in the zone right now.
Pass to Blair. Dishes it to Parker. Pulls it up. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
That's very uncharacteristic for him to miss that shot with such little defensive pressure.
Oh, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. 20.
No better show in town than the Rockets. Come out and join the excitement. Always great to see Red Hot doing what he does best. Make sure to be there. Come fly with us.
Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. Let's quickly break down the game we've seen so far for the Rockets, guys.
And I'm just so impressed with the long-range shooting. They have really lit it up from outside.
Yeah, the sharp shooting from deep, a big part of their lead, and they're playing with confidence and shooting it well.
So on the floor for Houston. Red Hot in its small forward. Jeremy Lin and Kevin Martin manning the backcourt. Juwan Johnson out there with Marcus Morris. Now let's send it to Doris from the sideline.
Thanks, Kevin. Red hot in the last game against the Lakers, just played phenomenal. He had 67 points, and that scoring outburst set a new season high for him in what was a great exhibition on his part. Absolutely amazing numbers from him in what was truly a memorable performance for him and for us, Kevin.
Well, thank you, Doris. Clark, what a game he's had.
I loved it. I mean, passion, intensity, focus, right on top of things. These are the games when you know you're feeling it and flowing nicely.
And when you have that, when you know it's there, you've got to attack. And that's exactly what he did. He took advantage of the circumstances and really came through with a phenomenal performance.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Tim Duncan, he's checked in for Blair. Kawhi Leonard comes in for Steven Jackson. Daniel Green, he's checked in for Manu Ginobili. Les Mills in for Tony Parker.
Well, the Rockets were a team looking to rebuild a bit last season, Kevin, and as is often the case with teams that are trying to put new players together in a new system, they struggled on the road.
And a new coach, too, Kevin McHale.
That's right. They don't seem to have many answers for him in this game. He's doing a terrific job of outstanding work.
Well, let's take this chance now to bring up the rookies at the head of their class in steals this past month. Take a look at Red Hot. Always dangerous on the court. He leads the league.
And if those numbers show us anything, it's how good he is at picking up on ball handlers' tendencies and knowing when to make his move.
Exactly. The IQ he's shown at the defensive end this past month has been very, very impressive.
Here's Splitter. Rises up and throws it down.
Pretty significant laps there on the defensive end, guys.
Yeah, those are the ones you just can't allow that.
No, if you're giving up dunks and layups defensively, you're in huge trouble.
Looking at the Rockets on the road, their record. 12-21, and it was a big part of why they were on the outside. Unfortunately, Steve, looking in at playoff time.
Yeah, they played well enough at home, Kevin. A very competitive team in Houston. But to make the playoffs, you have to be able to go out away from your building and grind out some victories, and Houston just wasn't able to get enough of those.
Here's Red Hot following the bucket by the Spurs.
The defense was ready for him that time, and they had to be. He is so powerful in the lane.
The pass to Mills. That's good.
Patrick Mills.
Mills has got his first 2 points of the night.
You know, they'll want to generate more of those shots in tight, guys.
Leonard with the steal. With the lead pass. And Duncan throws it down hard.
I like that one-handed spike right there.
Yeah, that's how it's done.
Sirree.
Here they step back. Another miss by Houston. Spurs trail by 10. Shots good by Mills. Mills has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Something has to change, guys. That's 10 straight points coming in the paint against this team.
Well, they got to collapse in there, and everybody's got to be conscious of it. It's a team effort in protecting the paint. Control the ball, and then everybody's got to get in there and keep the defense locked down.
So it's San Antonio now. Rockets making the shot. Plenty of daylight on that shot. Green's got 5.
Boy, that's too easy. You cannot let a shooter that good get a warm-up jump shot like that. If you do that, it'll be raining all day from out there.
So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. And a switch here also for Houston. Delvino's checked in. Now here's Ginobili looking for his first bucket of the game.
Every time they drop it in, they do so from close range. Easy baskets.
Yeah, high percentage looks time and time again, guys. And it's paying off in the way they're playing this game. I like their strategy.
Looking at who's out there now for the Rockets. Chandler Parsons comes in for a Sheik. And Gary Forbes subs in for Carlos Delfino.
Well, I love watching Greg Popovich coach. He's such an amazing guy, has a great feel for his players. I was privileged to play for him for 4 years in San Antonio. And one thing about Pop, he cares about you as an individual. Beyond basketball, he genuinely cares about you and your family. And the players feel that. That's why they play so well.
Yo, from the jump we was vibing.
Solid defense there from Ginobili.
Not the best shot, long range and with a defender right in his space.
And defensively, that's the kind of work he's known for. I mean, he loves to lock you up.
It looks like he's finding his touch now because the shots are starting to
Yo, from the jump we was vibing.
Some coaches, don't want to go there. He does. He's not afraid at all to reveal a lot about himself.
I think relationships are really the key to being a great coach. The players want somebody that they can really talk to and enjoy being around. Sometimes coaches are too distant from the players, but Popovich is the opposite. He wants everybody to know that they're part of the family, and he's in charge of the family, no doubt. And sometimes he can be a tough father, but in the end, you feel great about being part of that unit.
He's really shouldering the load for his team right now. That's what leadership is about. He's looking to help his team cut into this deficit.
The shot's good from Forbes. The Spurs trail by 5. Parker with it. He has 6. Feeds to Blake. Into Diaz. It's rebounded by Houston. Patterson's got his 3rd rebound on the night. And this game, the first chance they've had to see the San Antonio Spurs.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what the dynamic is between these two clubs, Kevin, because they'll face each other 4 times this year.
Here's Parker. Right now averaging 21 points a game.
Yo, from the jump we was vibing. City lights, flash hearts colliding. Late nights we hustling, dreaming so grand.
Goes back up. Oh, and it looks like that's going to be a goaltending call. Yep, that's it. So they'll get the basket.
He got there late, but you do.
And the first half is now in the
Yo, from the jump we was vibing. City lights, flash hearts colliding. Late nights we hustling, dreaming so grand. You're my queen, baby girl, you know where we stand. Counting all the blessings, ain't no stressing. In this crazy life, it's you that I'm investing. From the block to the top, we taking flight. With every breath, girl, you shine so bright. I like the rhythm of the beat. Together we ride. Won't accept defeat on this journey. It's just you and me, ride or die, baby, that's the key.
It's been a tough start for them this season, looking to get back on the winning track. DeJuan Blair's been an X-factor. He has 11 points. He's been working to get great looks from the field, making his trips to the free throw line count as well.
Yeah, late night talks under the stars, living for the moment, forgetting the scars. Heart on my sleeve, yeah, I'm keeping it real through the struggles and the pain.
Clark Kellogg and Doris Burke were all ready with the call. Second half.
Now the second half about to start up and begin any moment. Red Hot is really making it happen.
Yeah, the points have really come in bunches for him so far. And not really a surprise because you know exactly what he can do.
Well, he's been in the Grove all game long, Steve, and not too many hiccups in regards to his shooting, but we also have come to expect this from him, so we're not surprised by it.
Third quarter action getting going right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. On the floor for San Antonio, The big men, Dwan Blair and Tim Duncan. Parker and Manu Ginobili, their backcourt. And it's Jackson in at the small forward spot.
Guys, I think Omir Ashik out of Turkey has been one of the better defenders in the league and a huge part of this team.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to Doris Burke for an update. Hi, Doris.
Well, guys, the San Antonio Spurs truly are the model franchise in the NBA. They acquired their star caliber players in Duncan, Ginobili, and Tony Parker back in the early century. I know who's going to have the ball on our team, and I know players who want to get it. Kevin, it's worked well for them so far.
Well, that's a great thing about having star talent. The role players can stick to their strengths. Blair. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot two.
So far in the game for Blair, 13 points, and he's made 3 shots at the foul line.
Get to the foul line. Any team, when you can outscore your opponent from the foul line, it's critical, and he's trying to do his part right there.
You know, another thing about Ashik, guys, is he's a fantastic rebounder. On a per-minute basis, top 5 in the league. I mean, a good rebounder gets one every 3.25 minutes. He's well above that norm. So even if he's not putting up big scoring numbers, he's a
from the jump we was vibing.
Shot from 16. And Duncan gets it to go on the assist by Parker. Parker's got 6 assists in the game. Goes red hot. Fires for 3. Yes! And a nice assist from Lynn. Lynn's got his assist totals piling up. 11 now for him.
You know, some teams just know how to ramp it up in the postseason, and the Spurs are certainly one of those teams. I mean, Utah is one of the toughest teams at home, and the Spurs went in and swept them.
Yo, from the jump we was vibing.
Rock that rim. Gotta love that enthusiasm, folks.
Not only, Clark, did he rock the rim, he decided to hang around a bit for that one, too. I love it.
What a finish. That was just gorgeous.
Yo, from the jump we was vibing.
Back to Parker.
City lights, flash hearts colliding.
And the ref saying he kicked it. And for the Spurs last season, Steve, it was key to sweep Utah as they could rest up for the next round. Really helped them along the way.
Yeah, in fact, I thought they were the team to beat until finally getting swept away by Oklahoma City 4 straight after winning the first 2 games in the conference finals. But what a fantastic year for the Spurs. They were the best offensive team in the league. They just ran into a younger, more athletic team in the Thunder.
Here's Red Hot, and again, the Rockets good for 2.
He's doing it all for them right now on the offensive side. No matter what the defense has done, he's been able to find an answer. He's had an answer for every defense he's seen.
And the whistle blows, and it's going to be an over-the-back call here.
That's his 4th, so he's going to have to be very careful the way he plays, pick his spots here in the second half.
They need to get going. Launches it. Rebounded by the Spurs. It's off to Charlotte for him after this game as they take on the Bobcats. That'll be game 1 of a 4-game road. The Rockets have gone 5-7 from the free throw line of the game.
Yo, from the jump we was vibing. City lights, flash hearts collide.
From the line.
Guys, that's really an upgrade over how they shot last season. Not a huge upgrade, but an upgrade nonetheless.
Kawhi Leonard is checked in for Steven Jackson. The Spurs making a switch here. Jackson's checked in.
And that's a shot you can't pass up. He should knock that down.
Basket good off the assist from Lynn. Red Hot's got 15 points in just the second half. Spurs trail by 17. Parker kicks to Duncan. Will it go? Ginobili outside. Jacks up a three. That's good.
We've seen some great shooting from him today. They've got to lean on him a little bit more.
Rockets have gone 7-9 from the field to start this second half. Some tremendous shooting from them. Here's Red Hot. And another three for Houston.
What a quarter for him, and with this lead, I mean, they might as well just ride him the rest of the night.
Parker outside. Now the pass to Duncan. Ginobili. Here's Blair. Second chance shot. Here's Duncan. And finally they hit one. Duncan's got 4 points in the quarter.
As great as they've been on the board so far, they just haven't found a way to get out on top.
Yeah, but if they continue to rebound, they can put together a little run here and cut into this lead.
That's good. That's 7 points for Martin.
That's now 6 straight points off open threes. Get a hand up, fellas. Pay attention to the scouting report.
Well, you know how quickly things can go south when you start giving up wide open looks to this team.
And the Spurs with some changes. Gary Neal's checked in for Duncan. And it's Mills in for Tony Parker. Patrick Patterson, he's checked in for the Rockets. Delfino comes in for Kevin Martin.
Well, an ugly season for Steven Jackson last year. Unhappy that he didn't get a contract extension. Made that known both in Charlotte and Milwaukee. Did not play well. Ultimately traded to the Warriors and then the Spurs. And ended up back in the place where he won an NBA championship in 2003.
Well, he scored over half of their points so far. That's a major contribution.
He feeds it to Ginobili. Down low.
You coming out here?
Morris with the rebound. Morris has got 3 rebounds so far in the game.
Unfortunately, he just has not been able to produce offensively to this point.
And for Jackson, a season that had started out rough, finished on a high note, contributing to a very good playoff team in the Spurs.
Yeah, well, he's a guy who can defend multiple positions. He understands the culture of the Spurs. He and Tim Duncan, surprisingly, are pretty close friends. And he's a guy that gives you a lot of different elements when you're talking about versatility.
All by himself. Ahead. A nice shot by Lynn. Lynn's got 5 points now this quarter.
Now, it's hard to set up your D when you just turn it over at the other end.
Yeah, a lot of points.
Keep it going for your silver dancer.
Here's Red Hot. And another 3 for Houston.
When you're hot, you're hot. This is unbelievable.
Spurs have gotten 4 of the 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. Pretty nice efficiency there. And so in the game for the Rockets. Red Hot, he's in a small forward. Lynn to the 1, Lamb to the 2. Anderson plays down low with
from the jump we was vibing.
3-point range. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
Fellas, they are heating up from outside now.
Yep, of their last 5 hoops, 3 of them have come from long range.
And Jackson gets it to go.
You know, he got 1 step ahead of the defense on that one. Excellent job.
Here's Lamb. Hit the line. From downtown, some solid defense there from Jackson. The Spurs have gone 6 of 8 from the field in the fourth so far. Great start to this final quarter
from the jump we was
Here's Leonard.
vibing.
That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker. The Rockets shooting a pedestrian 36% in the fourth quarter. Offense not doing their best work of late. Gets it to go.
He's done an outstanding job all game long. Absolutely a great job of finding an opening against the defense.
And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. And the call will be against Red Hot. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
You know, guys, when you look around the league, it seems like a lot of the starting centers around the NBA are from that 2008 draft class. Not often you see so many quality bigs come out of the same year.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Splitter's checked in for Blair. DL comes in for Steven Jackson. Checked in for Manu Ginobili. And it's Mills in for Tony Parker.
Boy, he's been good offensively tonight. I really like what I've seen.
And Steve, that point you made about the 2008
from the jump we was vibing. City lights, flash hearts collide.
Maybe the best one of all actually lasted well into the first round. And that was Roy Hibbert, who just signed a max deal with the Pacers. But you also had JaVale McGee, Robin Lopez, Ibaka, DeAndre Jordan. So a lot of talented big men in that class.
Here's Leonard. And it's rebounded by Houston. Lamb's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Here's Splitter. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. And a quick look now at how San Antonio's schedule is shaping up. They'll be off to Charlotte for a meeting with the Bobcats after this one. Sets in motion a 4-game road trip for him.
You coming out here? Hell yeah!
And that one falls for Splitter.
A breakthrough season for Thiago Splitter last year. He scored much more efficiently, and right now you could argue he's possibly the best backup center in the NBA.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Jenkins checked in for Dion. Ginobili comes in for Gary Neal. And Tony Parker is subbed in for Patrick Mills. Ginobili with the ball. And it's Martin picking him up. And for Splitter, a terrific player in Europe. He struggled at times in his rookie season. In fact, even start to wonder if his game would even translate, Clark, to the NBA.
Not surprising that he had some bumps last year. It's difficult making the adjustment from Europe to the NBA as a big guy. But nonetheless, he's shown that he can compete at this level. A skilled player, and he's just now entering his prime.
DeJuan Blair, he's checked in for San Antonio. Spurs trail by 21. Shot from free throw range. Shot's good. And 12 points for Parker.
He exposed a flaw in the defense. No way they're supposed to be giving him that shot.
The Rockets shooting has been just great so far, up at 56%. And that one's good. And the Rockets lead by 21.
Carving them up inside there, Kevin. I mean, the defense has been vulnerable in there.
Yeah, that's 3 straight field goals in the paint area. That's really good offense.
Gets it to go. And that's 21 points for Ginobili.
Such an aggressive player. I just love the way he explodes to the rim.
Here's Red Hot. Gets the 3-pointer to fall.
I think they're trying to go for the kill here. I mean, they're starting to take a lot more 3-point shots than they had been before, looking to run away.
Yeah, that's fine as long as you're making them, but make sure you don't start launching bad shots. That's a problem.
Steven Jackson checked in for the Spurs. And a switch here also for Houston. Jeremy Lin, he's checked in for Tony Douglas. Here's Duncan, outside Jackson. Out to Duncan. Plenty of space. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time.
Well, he's getting it warmed up now after that cold first half.
Here's Red Hot, guarded by Jackson. Red Hot. Oh, the one-hand jam.
Nice offensive play there, and this one's pretty much in the books, guys.
Very good showing from them.
From the jump we was vibing. City lights, flash hearts collide.
Some solid defense there from Lynn. Rockets leading by 22.
The Spurs have always been built around Tim Duncan. But the last few years, they've added more depth than they used to have early in the Duncan era. And so Greg Popovich is playing 9 or 10 guys. They're very deep. They play together. Excellent passing team. And they've become much more up-tempo than they ever were early in that era.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Marcus Morris has checked in for Patterson. Delfino comes in for Kevin Martin. And Tony Douglas is subbed in for Jeremy Lin. Joseph dishes to Splitter. And a Sheik sends it back. Here's Red Hot. Shot is off. So the Spurs will take it the other way. And with the team getting older, you really need to have more depth, and the Spurs have certainly added that.
Young or old, every team needs depth, but the Spurs have added the right kind of depth. The players that fit into what they do well, and it's a big part of why they still are able to compete at a high level.
Count the bucket.
I think we can chalk this one up. The goal now is just to run some time.
Yeah, I think it's time to get the bus started now, boys.
It's tipped.
Oh, what a throwdown there, man. And they're closing this game out in style. I like what they're doing here, competing till the very end.
That's certainly what it looks like. I mean, there's no let up in them so far.
They've been doing a great job of sharing the ball.
Excellent display of team play.
Steve, I know you love great teamwork.
Yeah, so much fun to watch when the ball is moving. There's kind of a rhythm to the game that just happens. The ball moves almost on its own, Kevin. It's fun to watch.
Releases. San Antonio with the rebound. And they get it. Here's Neal. That's good.
Guys, good job working it down low and getting the high percentage look there. That's good basketball.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take it.
You always want a player to have his head up and to be surveying the court, but not if that's going to be the result.
Here's Mills. It falls.
About confidence to pull up from out there. And what skill to knock it down. That's major league there, folks.
Well, you got to love just the swagger, the ability to pull up from there and just show the defense what he's made of.
So we see the Rockets taking the win here. Some days, Clark, everything goes right for a team. And this is one of those games.
Yeah, it certainly was. I mean, these guys played a great all-around basketball game.
Now it's time to say so long. For Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan, along with our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. Now it's time to present our Jordan Player of the Game.
Igniting up the night, GPS locked on you, no details. Yo, from the jump we was vibing. City lights, flash hearts colliding. Late nights we hustling, dreaming so grand. You're my queen, baby girl, you know where we stand. Counting all the blessings, ain't no stressing. In this crazy life, it's you that I'm investing. From the block to the top, we taking flight. With every breath, girl, you shine so bright. I love you like the rhythm loves the beat. Together we ride.
You coming out here? Hell yeah!
Excellent performance in tonight's game. In case you hadn't heard, you set your career high in points. How did it feel to be on such a roll on offense?
I had a lot of fun tonight, man. When your shots are falling and you're putting up points, it's really a great feeling. Sometimes you're just in the zone and you got to do what you can to take advantage of that. I was happy to make my mark on the game tonight the way I did.